Saturday and Sunday. By Monday, which is the 1st of September, we're going to be screaming Happy New Month. And then, of course, we know that we're already in the Ember month season. December. Then over December would now be around the corner. That's how we do it. Anyway, good afternoon to you. How's your mind? How's your body? And how is your soul? Yo, what's up? Today's energy is courtesy of breakfast, which was bread, akara, and akamu. Yes! About 3 balls of akara, 2 slices of bread, and akamu. So whatever energy I expend today, just know that is what is responsible for it. And I get my akara from one of the very best around my area. And anytime she doesn't see me, my phone will ring. How far now? I get fresh. I get fresh akamu. I get fresh akara. That woman is literally after my life. But then again, what will we do? What will we do without some of these people that do the things that fill our stomach and gives us joy overall? Because, they say a full tummy is a happy, So the woman selling pepper down the road, the woman selling akara, the woman selling akamu, the woman selling crayfish, the woman selling buns, puff, they should be appreciated because they are indeed meeting a need. And while they may not make as much profit as they're supposed to, because, hey, they're what do we call them? Petty traders. They still fill a void in our society. That being said, today is Throwback Thursday. And let's throw back to our undergraduate days. I would have said you should head on to the website oneplay.ng, but I see that something is wrong with the site. So when the site is back up, maybe I would refer you to go there and buy your tickets. But for now, the site is down. At least that's what is showing on my screen. I'll get in contact with the One Play team and have them look at it so that you can enter into the draw. But if you're able to do it from your end, well, yes, you can still enter the draw. The website is oneplay.ng. That's the number 1, then play.ng. And the USSD code, which I was told had a challenge earlier, has been fixed. So USSD code is *347 *880 *6# *347 *880 *6#. Okay, the site is up. The site is up. I just tried refreshing and boom, the site is up. So enter today's draw. Oneplay.ng is the website. Select Nigeria Info 92.3 page or use the USSD code *347 *880 *6# and play. Remember, the more you play, the higher your chances of winning. Someone says, Denise, what about a pity sellers? My dear, it's been a while I ran into a pity sellers. The selling point for a pity is that leaf they used to wrap it. It has its own unique flavor. Please, this is a nostalgic feeling. I just feel, it's been a while I saw them. I don't see them in my area of Port Harcourt, but I know that in the town axis, you will most likely find a PT sellers. If you've seen a PT recently, a PT, it's they wrap it like moi moi, but it's made of blended or pounded overripe plantain or overripe banana, and then corn flour. Yes. And then, you put some pepper, crayfish, seasoning cube, and palm oil. You mix it together. You put it in that wrapping leaf, and then you steam it the way you steam moi moi. It's a very, very, I think in my place, we call it pang putu. A big pang putu, something like that. But hey, we're not here to talk about food. Some say it is examination malpractice. Others call it helping. But then, if you are caught by the lecturer, you will decide for yourself if you were helping your seatmates, your cosmates, or if you were involved in malpractice. Today on the sunny side, the conversation is Campus Chronicles, the exam hall MVP. most valued person. That person that always comes through for you anytime you're writing your exams. Now, someone once said, cheers to all the friends that held us down through university journey and didn't see it like competition. Everybody go dey all right. Another person said, thank God for, and they mentioned the person's name, but I'm not going to mention it on air. Thank God for so person. How I for do? Examination morning, person go dey watch Game of Thrones because you know say you must find way for hall. Another person said, thank God for my seatmate, so. This person would just be like, just read the one you know. I will read the one I know. Collabo. Another person said, as in, so person as seatmate. That was my case. Imagine having so person as seatmate. That was my case. Except for the girl by my right. I have forgotten the person, but that girl, as it were, you were the real MVP. If you are the one, please indicate. I have urgent 10K to dash you today. Were you one of those people? Were you the helper? Or were you the helpee? Now, I go back to my undergraduate days because there were a lot of lessons, I must say. Back then in school, people say things like, you don't just go to school, you let school go through you. Some of us were working class students, some of us were doing our first, second, and even third degrees back then. But for every time we went into the four walls of an institution of higher learning, there was always something. You get your experience sometimes from the polytechnic. Some of us got our experiences from the universities, others from colleges of education, others from federal universities or state-owned universities. But there was that thing about exams. Once exams timetable were out, people would start forming reading groups. As a student, you know the course that you excelled well at. Seated here today, I remember those courses that if I was sleeping and you tap me like this, Denise, wake up, answer question. Me, I would not fail. I knew them. I loved them. I enjoyed going for those classes. Even when I encountered some level of difficulty, with a little bit of effort, you would understand. And there were those that you had to form reading groups so that when the lecturer is done, you guys revisit whatever he has taught. You guys will get past question papers. Go over them. Try to answer the past questions because the likelihood that some questions will repeat themselves is very high. There was one particular course. I knew that the only way I was able to pass that course was because I was in a reading group with two of the most amazing human beings. We are all married now. Life is evolving for us. Sometimes we chat ourselves up. We may not talk all the time, but we remember those nights we had to go for night classes. I hated night classes, to be honest, because it was my beauty sleep that I was sacrificing. But you see, I needed to pass that course. We would go for night classes. The times where we would take chance to sleep at each other's rooms because we all lived off campus. So we want to prepare for this exam. Okay, I'll come to your room. We'll come with food. We'll pray. We'll read. We'll sing. Or I go to the other person's house. And throughout that period of exam, we're always together. The truth of the matter is we were not even seatmates because our math numbers were far apart. You can imagine when your math number is 30-something and your reading partner's math number is 100 and something, 200 and something. Because my set alone, we had over 310 students. But we enjoyed it. And every time we read together, we discovered by the time we got into the exam hall, we would see the question. Now, this was how it was for us. The question would be structured the same. The only difference would be with maybe the numbers or something. Something would just differentiate it somehow. But hey, as long as you've come across that question before somewhere, it will be easy to navigate. And were there times during the exam when it was difficult for you to spell ISEs and you need to tap your neck, please help me spell ISEs. And the person said, but you just shall spelled ISEs. Oh, the days when you were stuck, you prepared bread, you burned the handle, but you open your paper and you just go blank. And it seems like, you did not prepare. You were not dull. You were not stupid. You knew why you were there. But you see that particular day, you just knew that the arm of flesh ganga failed you. Or what about those times when you clearly knew there was someone you could always look up to? Because if you ask them, they would point you in the right direction. They sure will not tell you the answer directly, but by the time they tell you one or two things, the thing will now come back. It will now refresh your memory. Say, hey, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then you will now start writing. It will now start flowing. What about those that we constantly say, Alpha, number one, Alpha. Wait, and they come and never write finish. Guy, have fun now. What's in this up now? See me all time they go. Say, no worry. My right finish. And the person will finish writing and not tell you anything. Oh, the times when you know that someone seated around you was holding number expo, and you were just praying that please, this lecturer should not come to this area, because I know this Umba will shall help all of us. But even though the Umba will not help all of us, I don't want to report this person. I don't want to get implicated. Oh Lord God Almighty, help me. Which kind were you? Were you the one that was always dishing out the answers? You were the odogu in the exam hall. Relax MVP. Now. Yeah. Or you were the one that said, please, I'm born again. This thing is a sin. I want to go and sit down alone when nobody will ask me. I will not ask anybody. Whatever result I see, I shall just know that it was my effort. And if I failed, I will fail honorably. And you know what? I will come back and write the same paper the next year. Who was your academic MVP? Tell us about the friend or seatmate who helped you survive exams and get through school. Did you have a similar experience? What's the wildest thing you or a friend did to get through an exam, whether it was last minute studying or a teamwork strategy where you tell this person, read from here to here. Read that one, hold on. Me, I will shall read from here to here. I will hold it. Then, when we get to the exam hall, you see as you are afraid this side, if question come from that side, you will tell us. You see as me afraid from this side, if question come out from there, I will tell you. And finally, do you consider helping someone during an exam as examination malpractice? Because that was clearly what it was. Or you considered it just helping them not to fail that exam because it's the university and no one will come first, second, or third. Now I have a message before me already and it reads, there was a time I was slapped at the back during an exam because I covered my work and I don't talk during exam. Other times, people don't agree to sit close to me during the exam. Woman of God. I had a friend who was carrying umba. She was caught, photographed, and sent out. The lecturer swore she wasn't going to graduate. Alas, she even did clearance before me. Her fiancé was the governorship candidate at that time. Wow! Talking about how the title 0817-923-0002. Again, 0817-923-0002. And 0817-923-0003. We have the WhatsApp and Telegram number. It is 0809-030-6416. Again, 0809-030-6416. On X, we are at Nigeria Info PH. And our Facebook page is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Go there, watch me by dropping your comments in the comment section. Now through to us via the phone. Yeah. How about 0817-923-0009. Now let me start with myself. My greatest fear at the time was being caught by a lecturer, not because I was copying someone, but because I would not stop anyone from copying me. This is me being honest. And this was because my department at the time, we sat according to our matriculation number. And some lecturers will make you submit your answer booklet according to the math number. So if they were marking your script, and for any reason they saw two similar stuff, they will single those. My lecturers were funny, girl. They will single out those two scripts, staple it like this, crack 'em. And then they will come to class and they will ask, math number so come outside. Math number so come outside. Oh yeah, between the two of you, who copied who? Yes, that was my greatest fear. So you see, I am admitting on international radio that I may have helped. Yes, it was years ago. Don't judge me. And this is a no judgment kind of conversation. I may have helped. And credibly, so I wasn't caught because the consequences. Have you met some lecturer who actually tear your answer booklet and tell you to go home and come back the next semester? You don't want to try those kind of people. Those are lecturers from a different part of the world. Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you and welcome to the sunny side.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How you doing? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm good. My name is Muriel from Africa.
Muriel from Okrika. Tell us. Were you the one who was dishing the answers or were you the one who was receiving the bullets?
When I was in school, I was smiling. And unfortunately, the girls were my friends. The supposed bad girls. These were my friends. And I sat in the middle of them during tests and exams. Our teacher was teaching both secondary and primary, especially in primary school and secondary. And the teachers, they will always look me smally, bad girl. They thought I'm a bad girl, but I'm just, those girls carried me, put in their knees. During exams, all of us to pass. They don't know that I'm the one. The teachers do not know. So they were every I'm the one that is reaching on them. So there was no particular one that everybody has to come out and defend this thing on their own, the topic, before you leave. Otherwise, the teacher starts, nobody's going home. I sat down with them. They say you're not going, you sit down here. I sat, when I was choked, no way again. It was just few of us remaining, and I came out. And I started talking. The teacher was looking at me. She said, you? I finished, and I ran away. I ran home. I didn't wait for them. Because I know that this is when they come out. I don't finish. They will not do me over. They will have all those funny things, but I ran away.
Hi.
But unfortunately, I was the one that was being. In fact, I was that over the smartest in my class, but I was good. And then my last son is experiencing it as well. He came to me and said, Mommy, if they ask me to the exam hall, should I answer? Is that malpractice? I talked to him and I said, look, my son, everything is not about examination in life. And then after them, especially when you know that you're not putting into trouble, go ahead and answer them and tell them. He said, Mommy, but starting with examination, I said, look, my son, this life is a very small world.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, only you pass. And then they fail.
What joy would you derive?
Trust me, these students, they will be, there's a way they will see you, they will have you, and there's a way they will don't see you as only you won't pass, and only you won't become great, those kind of like, you will not be comfortable as well. So as much as you can, help. And the other day, he came and said, Mommy, I did, and funny enough, when he was telling them, it was even helping me. Now, said, Mommy, when the teacher they will be doing, when the teacher, when his semester is out, his voice, when he's prison, everywhere at the back. It was a player, I was laughing. I said, Mommy, I said, but it's not the smartest to the class as well. You don't carry test as well. They have the first and second, but it comes later. But because he helps, he talks to them and he helps. And there's a way it is now. He's friendly with everybody and everybody loves him. And it's not that good to cover your book too much. He doesn't really think. At the end of the day, when after school there is life.
There is life.
There is also life. You will meet people in places and they say, okay, now you want first class. Okay, why you not become the best? Why are you not the billionaire now amongst us? So there is always life after school.
There is always life after school. Oh, hey, like I said, the conversation is not in any way to glorify malpractice. But see, there was a time someone was my roommate at the time, who was also, I was mat number 039, she was mat number 041. There was 040. When we see her, we usually call her demarcator. Like, how did you come and demarcate us? She had just given birth and she had to write an exam. Like, she just gave birth yesterday. And the following day, we had an exam to write. And some of these lecturers, you don't want to go and bore them with stories of you just born. Why didn't you graduate first before you went to go and start having children and getting married? She got married, gave birth. I had to walk up to the lecturer. I said, Ma, please. My friend is running late, and this is because she just gave birth. But she's coming. They said, why are you here? They said, Ma, please. And she said, you know what? When she comes, bring her to me. Let me identify her. So I kept calling. The husband drove her to class that day. And I went there, brought her, went to the lecturer, said, she's the one. Yeah. You both should sit down together. And I was like, say her now. Oh, somebody that was in labor room. What does she want to write? You both should sit down together. I'm like, okay, sit down. No. Start writing. Time is going. Which one have you written? Which one have you not written? The woman was that concerned. And you would think that, a lecturer, but hey, we've seen people come to write exams from the exam hall, from the hospital bed. Not glorifying malpractice, but hey, at that point when you are stuck, you prepared, you shall know that you prepared. All you need is somebody to tell you the first two letters, and the rest will start flowing. You just need some sort of refresher. Were you that MVP? Or were you the one that considered it malpractice and you said, no, I will not. And did you have people condemn you? I would never condemn anyone who chooses not to engage. Because in all honesty, malpractice in some university settings is a crime and you can be arrested. Didi, good afternoon and Happy New Year. This your vibes this afternoon. I don't understand. It has been a while I listened to Nigeria Info, even your show, because of my AI program I've been running. I usually join there, I beg to differ, but I'm back. Oh, wow. Thank you for coming back. This one says, by the grace of God, I was the type that dished out answers to my friends. I always enjoy helping my friends because it gave me joy. I carried my guys along. Also, I did expo when necessary. Brightener from Woji. Brightener. Is it that certificate that your school gave to you? Collect it because it not merit it. Where. We're going to break. When we come back, conversation continues. Stay tuned to us. It's still the sunny side and we're still talking Campus Chronicles.
Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
What's up, Pawtucket? The wait is finally over. Your family fun radio is here. Yes, you can